Today children, we are going to revise the poem The Patriot since we have completed the syllabus. So now we will start with the revision, and we in English literature we will start with the poem The Patriot. Before starting with the poem The Patriot, children, let me make one thing very clear to all of you, that is the poem is a dramatic monologue. So before proceeding, before doing anything, let us try to understand what is dramatic monologue. Mono means single, log means dialogue or whatever we speak. So dramatic monologue means a single person will be speaking throughout the poem, and that single person will be the representative of a particular strata or particular section of society. He will be the representative of particular group of individuals, but he is only going to speak. There might be other people as well who might be the listeners, but they are not going to speak. Only a single person will speak on the behalf of other individuals, and that is why the poem is called dramatic monologue. And similarly, there is another term called soliloquy. You might come across the word soliloquy, and you might find that there is a similarity between dramatic monologue and soliloquy. In this also single person is speaking, but soliloquy is something where a person speaks assuming that no one is listening to him. The audience is not listening to him actually, but the audience is listening to him. It is actually a situation created in which the person speaks loudly, assuming that no one is listening to him, but the audience is listening to the person. That is known as soliloquy. Whereas in dramatic monologue, a single person speaks, and he speaks on the behalf of particular strata of society and or group of society, and there might be other listeners, but no one speaks. Only a single person speaks throughout the content. Now we are going to start with the poem The Patriot. Children, the poem The Patriot itself is a dramatic monologue in which we come to know how people celebrate our victory and how we are actually made hero by the public, and that same public does not even take much time to bring us down and does not remember our good deeds. In fact, all our good deeds are dusted to ground, and whatever glory people give to us, the glory that is given to us by people, by general public, it is short-lived and temporary, and it does not last long. In fact, and it is the glory which in the eyes of the God which lasts forever, which is immortal, and public glory is very fickle and it's very short-lived. It is not for a long period of time. That is what is being told here, what will be discussed here in the poem The Patriot. The patriot who will return after doing some good deed to his place, people will welcome him, and they will welcome him in such a way that he will feel fearful, and he will ask that he does not require this type of applause, this type of appreciation. Rather, he requires something which will make him immortal, which will glorify him because of the deeds that he has done, which will make him immortal, which will glorify him, and he will be remembered by the people forever. But just after 1 year, that same patriot, people have forgotten all his deeds, and now they are ready to hang him, and people are no more interested in seeing where he is going, and only few people will see him when he will walk through that path to be hanged. And that is why he is saying that the glory that people give to us is short-lived and temporary, and in fact we should strive for glory of God rather than being glorified by people. And this world is a very, you can say, materialistic place. People only find pleasure For people only enjoy those things in which they find pleasure. Otherwise, people are least bothered about others. This is the idea on which the poem is based upon. Let us do the poem in detail.